address the people of the Mlembe Nation. I addressed Wycliffe Mudavadi. I addressed the politicians of these great people. I begin by asking Mudavadi whether he knows that there are big things for him if he plays his cards well. So far, there are many Kenyans who are impressed with the way you have played your cards. And by coming out categorically to say you don't want anybody's job, you are beginning to score. Mudavadi, we have said before that today there is a vacuum in the opposition politics of this country. Are you ready to take up the mantle? Do you see your star shining in 2022? You have said you don't want anything to do with what's going on. You have been cautious when dealing with the handshake. You've scored big. Continue doing so. And come 2022, your star could not just soar, but shine very, very bright. But for this to happen, I must address myself to the people of Western Kenya. As your son prepares for greater things, what are you, especially your leaders, doing? I will signal out poverty in your area. The leadership of Western Province must come up to do something about the kind of poverty you experience in Western Province. Secondly, the kind of politics you are playing in Western Province, or the former Western Province, may not augur well for your son. To begin with, there are groupings of young politicians, those to be celebrated and admired like Senator Cleopas Malala of Kakamega County, Senator George Munyasa Hanley of Vihiga County, nominated Member of Parliament of the National Assembly, Geoffrey Osozi. While they are to be admired greatly for their steadfast fight for democracy and for people-centered programs, we would advise the three to take a cue from Malala, the other two to take a cue from Malala, where as much as he supports Raila Odinga, which is a good thing to do, he's also firmly with Mudavadi. In other words, these progressive politicians from Western Kenya must, while playing their national politics, while supporting the handshake and Raila Odinga, they must at the same time continue to support their own in the name of Wycliffe Mudavadi. There's no conflict here. You can support Raila while at the same time doing what it is that you can do to support your own brother Mudavadi. There's no contradiction there. This brings me to the next set of politicians from Western Province. There is a team of young politicians, I think most of them from Jubilee, if not all of them. Didmas Barasa, my friend. Wanyama from Webuye. This other MP from Nabaholo, Wangwe. There is Weluke. And a host of other MPs from especially Bungoma, who support William Samoei Ruto. There is nothing wrong with supporting any politician in this country. There's nothing wrong with them supporting William Ruto. The only problem I find with them, Didmas Barasa and the rest of these people, is they carry themselves around as if they can be speaking for the community. They carry themselves around as if they carry the whole of Western Province with them. They do this sometimes with a lot of disrespect to the leadership of Western Province. I want to remind Didmas Barasa, Wangwe, Wanyama, Waluke, and others. You are very good people. I like you very much. But I want to remind you this. The truth is that in Western Province, as of now, things may change tomorrow. If you ignore Musalia Mudavadi, if you ignore Eugene Wamalwa, Francis Atwoli, Wycliffe Ambeza Oparanya, Moses Masika Wetangula, if you are a young politician and you think you can play your politics by ignoring seasoned politicians like Eugene Wamalwa, in your pursuit, take it from me, not only will what you are doing come to naught and that you'll deliver nothing to William Samoei Ruto come 2022, but you run the risk of destroying your career. While there's nothing wrong with being ambitious, with charting your own path, while there's nothing wrong with trying to be a leader, even greater than those who are already great, there is everything wrong in you thinking you can disregard the community leadership. So once again, your son, Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, stands a good chance of being big things in this country. But this is not going to happen if we have young people, young politicians from the area, from the community, who should know better, carrying themselves around as if they know everything, as if they can ignore seasoned politicians, as if they can herd the community like sheep and goats to some direction, perhaps in Surgoi. You then compromise your ability as a community to produce a leader. So finally, therefore, Musalia Mudavadi, you stand a big chance of being somebody big in this country in 2022 and thereafter. But put your house in order. Talk to some of these misguided young politicians. Let them know together you can go far. But if you go into politics divided, you are pulling in the direction of being something. And these young politicians think they can take the community to William Samoei Ruto. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. But the manner in which they are doing it really compromises on the dignity of the community.